New York Times versus Sullivan, I'll read it again. Public issues should be uninhibited, robust, wide open, and may well include vehement, caustic, and sometimes unpleasantly sharp attacks on government and public officials. And they agreed with me, the lawyers I spoke with agreed with me. We have a right to criticize any individual and any individual. You're just wrong on this. You need to look up the law again. Stop deceiving the people. Now, you don't have to be a Christian to agree with me what I'm saying today, but anyone who holds traditional American values, small town values, who has any sense of morality should agree with my position. But I'm going to come from this from a Christian perspective. 1 Peter 2:11, abstain from fleshly lusts, which war against the soul. What's so disturbing about what's happening in the Columbia City schools is, me, like many other parents, at a very young age, when my kids were very young, I told them, don't trust strangers. Don't talk to strangers. I told them not even to take advice from their dumb friends. I said, get advice from your parents. But I never warned them not to trust their teachers or to trust the school principals or librarians. If some guy in the street corner offers them candy, they knew not to take it. But if a teacher offered them candy, they knew it was safe. Well, maybe it isn't. What Christian principal would allow sexually explicit material in the school if it were wrong? What Christian librarian would allow pornography in her library? What Christian teacher would allow obscenity in her classroom? What Christian board member would let this go unchecked? Because society holds teachers in very high esteem because of their importance and influence in society. When they go bad, they're very destructive. What is being taught in the schools is destroying the morals of our community. When my daughter comes home with diversity and inclusion nonsense or sexually explicit material, and I tell her how bad it is, she says, well, the teachers taught us that. They wouldn't teach it to us if it were wrong. You have well-known, respected, admired Christian men and women in positions of leadership siding with the left woke CRT LGBTQIA agenda. They're legitimizing the obscene, profane, anti-Christian literature. They're undermining Christianity and the values parents instill in their children. Christianity is about values. Wokeism is about the removal of all values, the removal of principles, the removal of standards and morality. It's not a competing value, it is the absence of value. When I looked online and looked at the topic where you had the most books, it was LGBTQIA. Let me make this clear to you and all who follow the gospel of Nice and not the gospel of Christ. You are guaranteeing that these people cannot be saved. If sexual explicit profane literature is okay, then who needs to repent? If homosexuality isn't a sin, then there is no sin, and no one can be saved. By accepting their agenda, you're condemning them to hell. Love is not being nice, it's telling the truth.